Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Corpus Christi. My name is Deborah Sunderman, and I am pleased to be your worship associate this morning. Whether this is the first time you've been with us, or you've been with us for years, both here in person and online, we unconditionally welcome you as your full, authentic self. We're excited to welcome you to our worship service this morning. We welcome all faiths and no faiths. In particular, we welcome you as you are and whoever you love and wherever you are on your journey. Our gathering together during this time has intention and purpose. This space at this time is holy and sacred. Though we may often fall short of our ideals, we come together with the intention to grow as spiritual and moral beings. To that end, we recite a covenant each week, which is not a creed, but a promise we make to one another. We live within our values: interdependence, equity, transformation, pluralism, generosity, and justice, with love at the center. Announcements. Are there any announcements? No one has approached me for announcements this morning. I'm it. Okay. One last time. Saturday at 6 o'clock is our Friendsgiving, an opportunity for us to get to know each other when we can relax and are in no rush, because Sunday morning is not a time to try to have a conversation with me. And it is expected to be a beautiful evening for sitting outside with a fountain or candles. Everyone is invited: members, friends, visitors, plus ones, and well-behaved children who will allow their parents to enjoy the soiree and who are easily distracted with maybe TV or blocks or something, or an adorable dog. We need RSVPs to plan the seating. There is plenty. We just need to be able to plan it. Right now, we are at 40 people, and I need to know if you're coming. I want you to come. There will be plenty of food. I have seen the list. I am eagerly anticipating. It's a potluck, so the sign-up list is already fantastic. We will have water and soft drinks, but it is BYOB if you want something with active ingredients. And I have more little reminders, these all things, to hand out that have the address on them, and the QR code if you want to, or you can look on the Facebook group page, or see me after the service. Thus endeth the only announcement. The book club? Book club is not this week, but next. We are reading Fahrenheit 451. We have finished the first chapter, I guess, and we will start with the second chapter. Take it in small pieces, so it's easy. Okay, any other announcements? Okay. It is our custom in this church to offer visitors and newcomers a chance to introduce themselves if they feel comfortable doing so. If it is your first time here, or you feel ready to say hello after coming a while, we invite you to stand as you are able or raise your hand, and we will bring you a mic for the people who are streaming, so you can tell us your name and where you are from. Are there any visitors or newcomers here today who would like to introduce themselves? We have one.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. My name is Blake Punteo. I'm 23 years old, and this is my first time at this church. I'm excited to be here. I want to build my community, make new friends, and be here for you guys. So come introduce yourself. I'm Blake. Nice to meet you.
I think the rest of you are the usual suspects. Okay. So, we are glad you're here, and we welcome you and invite you to please join us for conversation after the service. We would like to get to know you. Our service will now begin. And feel free to sing along on this one.
about rainbows and what's on the other side. Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it, but I know they're wrong. Wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. So we hoped every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star. Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing, and what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, that rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da da dee da da do, la da 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 dee da.
Our opening words today are from Jacob Trapp, entitled To Worship. To worship is to be silent. Let me start again. To worship is to stand in awe under a heaven of stars, before a flower, a leaf in sunlight, or a grain of sand. To worship is to be silent, receptive, before a tree astir with the wind, or the passing of a shadowed cloud. To worship is to work with dedication and with skill. It is to pause from work and listen to a strain of music. To worship is to sing with the singing beauty of the earth. It is to listen through a storm to the still small voice within. Worship is a loneliness, seeking communion. It is a thirsty land crying out for rain. Worship is kindred fire within our hearts. It moves through deeds of kindness and through acts of love. Worship is the mystery within us, reaching out to the mystery beyond. It is an inarticulate silence, yearning to speak. It is the window of the moment open to the sky of the eternal. I would like to invite Zane to come forward and light our chalice while I share these words. From Marjorie Montgomery. Life is a gift for which we are grateful. We gather in community to celebrate the glories and the mysteries of this great gift. And the blazing of our light forever.
There we go.
Please rise in body or spirit for the affirmation of our church covenant. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve the need, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine. Thus do we covenant with each other and with all we hold sacred. Please be seated. When I was a kid each week, on Sunday we would go to church and pay attention to the priest. And he would read the holy word and consecrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two, and Jesus made the water wine. I remember feeling sad, miracles don't happen still, but now everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small, but an even better magic trick is that anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, it barely wet my fingertips. But now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down. But I walk it with a reverent dare, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Read a questioning child's face and say it's not a testament. Well, that'd be very hard to say. See another new morning come and say it's not a sacrament. I'll tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood, saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then. Everything is holy now. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down. But I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now.
Good morning. I am Tess Cherry, your religious exploration coordinator here at U2C3. Yes, I am taller today, but we all know that's temporary. Anyway, Our story is about wonder and awe, and I hope you like it.
Hello and welcome to Storytime with Jen. Today we're going to explore a book about the wonder all around us. The World Needs the Wonder You See by Joanna Gaines, illustrated by Juliana Sweeney. This book was inspired by Joanna's son, who brought her back into being a wonder chaser. Today is the day a new adventure unfolds as we set out to explore the many wonders our world holds. Wherever you are, there's so much to take in, and we know curiosity is the way to begin. Wonder can sometimes hide in disguise, even to those with eyes open wide. But come with us, and we'll show you how to discover the miracles all around. Some step outside and see only ground and sky, but when we look extra close, we see a grand parade marching by. Some watch the rain and see a long, dreary day. But when we step outside, we see magic puddles for play. Some pass a forest and see only trees far and wide. But when we inch close enough, we see an enchanted world deep inside. Some reach the ocean and see only miles of sea. But when we look a little deeper, we see a spectacular city. Some walk beneath the stars and see only distant lights, but when we stop and look up, we see extraordinary sights. So, by now you can probably see, there's always more to look for in this great big world of possibility. For some, it's unearthing beauty or searching for surprise. But one thing we know for sure is that wonder is never in short supply. We may not all notice the same things from the start, but together we see that wonder lives in everyone's heart. Keep your mind open and let curiosity guide the way. You never know what wonderful thing you may find today. We've learned from one another, and now it's time to shine. See how beautiful the world can be when we share what we find. You were made for discovery, and this we know to be. Oh, how the world needs the wonder you see. I hope this book can encourage you.
After our meditation reading and time of silence, the music will begin, and all who would like to are invited to come to the chalice table and light a candle representing a joy or sorrow you may be holding in your heart today. Please come up one at a time using the middle aisle, and keep in mind, the further lit candles are placed in the sand, the less of a risk to the next person's hand. If you are with us online today, you are welcome to share your joys and sorrows in the chat feature. Our meditation words come from Ernesto Cardenal, entitled The Music of the Spheres. The music of the spheres, a harmonious universe, like a harp. Its rhythms are the equal, repeated seasons, the beating of the heart, day, night, the going and returning of migratory birds, the cycles of stars and corn, the mimosa that unfolds by day and folds up again by night, rhythms of moon and tide, one single rhythm in planets, atoms, sea, and apples that ripen and fall, and in the mind of Newton, melody, accord, arpeggios, the harp of the universe, unity behind apparent multiplicity. That is the music.
Thank you, Debbie. Good morning. Recently, I went to Coffee Waves and I ordered my usual soy latte at the drive-thru. The box said, "Awesome." What name for the order? Lisa. The box said, "Awesome." At the window, the young man asked, "How would you like to pay?" "I have a gift card." Guess what? That was awesome too. I think his definition of awesome is a little different than mine. I will get to the definition in a minute. Okay, pictures. So, did y'all just see that? Okay.
Is it on?
There's an on button. Sorry. I don't know which is the on button. So I didn't get a chance. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, it's not there? Oh. Okay, I'll just talk. Well, we're fixing that. This summer, Debbie Sunderman led a U2C3 book club discussion about the ideas in the book Awe, The New Science of Everyday Wonder and How It Can Transform Your Life by Dacher Keltner. The author is a psychologist whose specialty is happiness. Many of his findings on awe are based on studies he and his colleagues did across 26 cultures. We thought these ideas would be of interest to the congregation, and I volunteered to share these with you and some of my personal reflections. I'm not especially qualified to present this. It just interests me. Okay, next slide. A neighbor of mine, a frail elderly man, used to walk by my home every day on his way to Starbucks. He often would greet me when I was working in my flowers. He would look up at the sky and say, "Do you see that? Isn't that amazing?" I would check out the clouds and agree. He would say, "I wonder if people see that. It's unbelievable." He was awestruck by clouds nearly every day because they are different and they are amazing every day, and he really saw them. What is awe? Keltner's definition of awe is a feeling of being in the presence of something vast and mysterious that transcends your current understanding of the world. How do we know if we are experiencing awe? The physical manifestations can be tears, chills, or goosebumps, wide eyes, or vocalizations like "wow" or "whoa." Psychologists concluded that awe is good for us. Studies show that awe experiences can stimulate the vagus nerve, which regulates various bodily functions, including digestion, heart rate, breathing, and mood. Benefits include reduced stress and a slower heart rate. A strong vagus nerve response is associated with empathy and compassionate behaviors. Awe also releases oxytocin, the feel-good hormone. Next slide. The subjects in the studies reported or demonstrated greater sense of humility, a wider perspective, stronger social bonds, more creativity, more wonder, and curiosity after viewing awe-inspiring stimuli. In one study, they were also more generous. How can awe do all of that? According to Keltner, we temporarily let go of what psychologists call the default self when we feel awe. The default self sees itself as distinct from others, independent, in control, and oriented toward competitive advantage. It is necessary for surviving and thriving, and it helps us achieve our goals. However, it is self-centered and limiting. If we can occasionally let go of that identity or quiet that egoistic voice, we can become open to new perspectives, new questions, new sensations, and may experience the cognitive and social benefits mentioned previously. Philosopher and writer Iris Murdoch calls this unselfing, and she asserts the great art can facilitate it. In the book, 8 common sources of awe are discussed. For the sake of time, I have examples of the 5 most common and more easily accessible categories. The 5th most common source of awe is visual design. Keltner talks about sacred geometries that can lead to awe. While viewing, you might imagine you are seeing these slides and these pictures in person. Please enjoy. The 4th most common source of awe is music. Music communicates feelings that one cannot express in words. Perhaps letting go of words helps us to let go of our default self, that chatterbox in our heads. Music can trigger awe or a sense of losing oneself. While playing, musicians may feel they are part of something bigger than themselves. Wind chimes, a bird chorus, or the hum of insects can also be music. Composer Giuseppe Verdi wrote, "I adore art. When I am alone with my notes, my heart pounds and tears stream from my eyes, and my emotion and joys are too much to bear." Tom Petty said, "Music is probably the one real magic I have encountered in my life. There's not some trick involved with it. It's pure and it's real. It moves, it heals, it communicates. It does all these incredible things." Bass player Mike Gordon of the band Fish, this is not the band Fish, said, "It's almost like the air around me crystallizes, where everything around me is more itself. I developed this sort of hypersensitivity where it's now electrified." The 3rd most common source of awe is nature. On February 23rd, 1944, Anne Frank went to a quiet place in the annex where she and her family were hiding from the Nazis. From there, she could see the sky. She wrote in her diary, "As long as this exists, and I may live to see it, this sunshine, the cloudless skies, while this lasts, I cannot be unhappy. The best remedy for anyone who is afraid, lonely, or unhappy is to go outside, somewhere where they can be quite alone with the heavens, nature, and God. I firmly believe that nature brings solace in all troubles." While quietly viewing the next slides, try to put yourself in the scene. How do you feel emotionally? What do you hear, smell, taste, feel? What do you wonder about? Recently, I came across a lizard in one of our buckets of rainwater. This is not the same lizard, okay. It was hanging to the side of the bucket with its tail, hind legs, and half of its body submerged in water. Was it hanging on for dear life? It was very still. I rescued the lizard by lifting it up onto my hand, so about this long, and it just stayed there. I had not planned on doing a nature study at that moment. I had a morning agenda, more serious things to do. Does this lizard present an opportunity? Should I take some time with it? I decided yes, but that default self voice, fueled with morning coffee, disagreed. It was a subtle internal battle. I noticed how odd it was that the lizard did not jump out of my hand. Was it tired? How long had it been in that bucket? I noticed the geometric patterns on the back were asymmetrical. I wondered how it felt about being so very close to being a human being. It seemed to look at me warily with one eye. What is it like to see from two opposite sides at the same time? Was it born in my yard? How long have lizards been on this earth? There's so many things to wonder about. Eventually, I moved. It jumped. Bye, friend. I have been trying to be more observant. It is often the difference between spending a few seconds noticing a flower or spending 1 minute. For adults, 1 minute is a very long time. Whereas children can sit and watch a line of ants, marching ants, for a very long time. Rachel Carson, author of Silent Spring, suggests trying to see with the eyes of a child to whom everything is new. Carson wrote a wonderful article in 1956 called Teach Your Child to Wonder. She writes about her experiences taking a young child to the beach during stormy weather, on nature walks in the forest in the rain, and waiting with a telescope for migrating birds to cross a full moon at night. Referring to adults, she said, "We look about with such unseeing eyes that we are partially blind. One way to open your eyes to unnoticed beauty is to ask yourself, what if I had never seen this before? And what if I knew I would never see it again?" This collective effervescence is the second most common type of awe experience. It is moving or acting in unison with a group of people with a similar purpose. It can break down the boundaries between people as we feel we are part of something larger than ourselves. Losing sense of the individual self is key to many or maybe all awe experiences, and here are some examples. What moves us to awe the most is moral beauty. That's what gives us the chills sometimes. This lady represents the great kindness our nation has extended to others in the past. Dr. Martin Luther King's speech, his I Have a Dream speech, still moves us to tears. He literally gave his life for the cause of justice. Jane Goodall was a missionary for compassion and a tireless fighter for the future of our planet. Mahatma Gandhi, Dolores Huerta, Eleanor Roosevelt, and St. Mother Teresa are examples of fearless moral beauty. But moral beauty is not exclusive to famous leaders. Kindness, compassion, and acts of selflessness are all around us. Those who work at Tacos Not Bombs, the person who pays for a stranger's groceries in the checkout line, those who check on their elderly or sick neighbors, our inspiring speakers and members of the congregation who share their talents. Moral beauty touches us the most. In our book discussions, we shared our personal experiences, and we agreed that all moments are fleeting. We do not live or want to live in a constant state of awe. Awe is a surprise. It's unplanned, and we do not control it. Awe is more likely when we encounter something new. I think we all agreed that the feeling of awe is special, and it could be labeled a spiritual experience. We discussed ways to incorporate sources of awe into our church life, such as adding more effervescence to our services and planning special church events like picnics, stargazing adventures, beach walks, concerts. If you are interested in helping to organize awe adventurers with U2C3, you can talk to me after the service. There are so many fun and worthwhile things that we could do. In the meantime, we already have a drum circle that meets on the third Tuesday of the month. Jill Robinson, the leader, says the drum connects to our heartbeat, to each other, and to the rhythms of the world around us. This is an excellent opportunity to experience collective effervescence. Since I volunteered to present this topic, I have been self-consciously asking myself, was that experience awe or just happiness? Or just wonder, but with no chills? My conclusion is it doesn't matter. If I seek awe, but instead find peace or joy or love or wonder, does it matter how I classify my experience? I cannot chase down awe, but I can cultivate it by being open, paying attention to everyday wonders, and looking with fresh eyes. Not all the time, but more often, perhaps. I can look for opportunities to explore art, music, nature, group gatherings, and to learn from inspirational role models. Moments of awe or wonder are valuable, and I should not discount these moments, but be grateful that I have been touched by an angel, so to speak. And I have a few show and tell items if you'd like to look at them. I couldn't pick the right nature pictures, so I have more. Okay.
Now is the time we participate in the care of our church community by giving and receiving the offering. If you are contributing to your pledge today, be sure to write pledge on your check or cash envelope. When the music begins, the ushers will present the offering basket to you, and all you have to do is drop off your offering, no passing required. In addition to the basket, and for those joining us at home, we have several options for making a Sunday offering. Please use the links on the screen to give through our website, by PayPal, or by using the Vanco mobile app. We will now proceed with the collection of the offering. If we could have somebody, okay, got that. You got the baskets coming around. What is given in love is received with gratitude. May this church be worthy of all your gifts. Please remain seated after the music is over for the closing of our service and reprise of the music.
Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. People done gone crazy. People done gone mad. People done forgot the superpowers we all have. We were born to love, not hate. We can decide our fate and look for the good in everyone and celebrate all our mistakes. There's a silver lining.
Silver lining.
You still have to find it, find it, find it. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible like me. I see you searching for a purpose, guided by a dream. I see who you are, I'm just like you. I get lost sometimes and I forget what I came here to do. And I keep on trying.
Keep on trying.
When it gets frightening, look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everyone.
Our closing words are adapted from Gaelic runes. Deep peace of the running wave to you. Deep peace of the flowing air to you. Deep peace of the quiet earth to you. Deep peace of the shining stars to you. Deep peace of the infinite peace to you. And as we extinguish the chalice, words from Sarah York. We receive fragments of holiness, glimpses of eternity, brief moments of insight. Let us gather them up for the precious gifts that they are, and renewed by their grace, move boldly into the unknown.
Everyone is nature, everyone is God, everyone is love and light and vibration. Look for the good, look for the good. Everyone gets mad sometimes and maybe they should. Look for the good, look for the good. Look out for all the heroes in your neighborhood. Look for the good, look for the good. Life sure would be sweeter if everybody would. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everyone.
Blessed be.